service, but the other day they went to someone's home and they found the person laying on the floor, and he had no phone or no way to contact anybody, and the way they found him was the driver from the food delivery found him, and that's one of the reasons that they like to do those home deliveries, and so it turned out successful so far. Good case.
Okay. Hospital.
Hang on just a second, I got a note here. Okay, talked to Melissa today, and she said that they're in the process of scheduling the remodel, and they're planning on being in town next week. So they're looking at financing or hiring a group to do the remodel.
Okay.
They already have the building cleaned out.
She didn't tell me that. She said they were working on, I know they did a lot of it. Yeah. 20 some odd dumpster. But they're all out of that. Not the little ones that you.
I have one more question about hospital. You may have to answer it. Are we still looking at April of '24 to have it ready to go? Since we're sitting in September and they haven't met their other deadlines?
As soon as I have any further information, I'm going to ask for a hospital committee meeting, and if I can do that while they're here, that would be ideal. So as soon as we get any solid information.
It looks like we have any unfinished business. Under new business, let me read this out. Well, I'll Terry read its little statement before. Our staff has recently noticed some possible discrepancy within our financial ledgers. After doing an internal audit, a phone call was made to Missouri State Auditor's Office requesting that they come and take a look at our books. After many exhausting man hours by a lot of people here at City Hall and other departments, files were sent to Missouri State Auditor's Office, and they made the decision to come down and do a preliminary look. At the conclusion of their initial audit, they made the recommendation that we pass an ordinance inviting them to come and do a full audit of our books. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. Please remember that the passing of this will put the city of Kennett on their list, and it could take as little as 6 months. It could take up to a year for them to arrive and to do this financial audit. Please be patient with the progress, knowing that we can only let out small bits and pieces of information, staying within legal guidelines. But with that, we have an ordinance tonight for Mr. Terry.
An ordinance providing for the State Auditor's Office of the State of Missouri to perform an audit of the city's financial records.
Second motion, second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay.
Second reading, an ordinance providing for the State Auditor's Office of the State of Missouri to perform an audit of the city's financial records.
Aye.
Motion. All right. Roll call.
Yes.
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 Okay. Motion carries. All right. Mayor's report. That was the ugly part of the night, but the good part of the night is a lot of what the chamber's doing. That if you can't find something to do this weekend, out and about in town, it's you're a hermit. So go out to the Captive Fall in the Arts. There's going to be tons of stuff at the square. There's going to be the car show, the drive, the scavenger hunt, and then the RC. If you go out to the RC Fly Club, if you take money with you, you may bring back a little airplane because they look like a whole lot of fun. And there's going to be people out there that can show you the very basics all the way up to the aerial acrobatics that they do out there. It's an amazing show. Then everything that's going to be going on at the square. Guys, this is a town to be proud for your week, for your city, with everything that's going to be doing. There's just a ton of stuff to do this weekend to stay entertained. And since we are a 100% sales tax-based city, spend your money looking. So stay home and have a good time here in Kennedy. So, and then right around that is time for the fair. All right. Keep that short because I know we've got several in the closed sessions tonight. Public comment.
City Council, Mayor, my name is Dale McKay. I am the maintenance manager for Platinum Property Management, which consists of the trailer park across from John Deere. Since I took this over back in March, I've had to have law enforcement and the dog catcher out several times. Upon taking this over, my understanding was the right-hand side of the road was county, left hand was city. On August 12th, I had a tenant, Mr. Cougar, move out, left his dogs behind. I had another tenant that was taking care of the dogs, feeding them water, and make sure they had water. On the 29th, had an officer from the city come out to this tenant's house and demanded her to give the dogs back or she was going to go to jail. Now, these dogs had been abandoned since the 12th of August. He took the dog with him, but he did not take it to his new place of residence. He took it to his dad's house, which is like a trailer down, and the dogs are being chained up on the front porch. No food, no water. Back in May, the same dog was picked up off 412, almost getting run over. Tried to take it to Tina. She was full at the time. She was not accepting any more animals. I've talked to Tina, and Tina's told me, I've asked her, what do you consider an abandoned animal? How many days has to go by? She said for the Humane Society, if it's there for 5 days or more, nobody claims it. The dog's been abandoned, or the animal has. The hard thing that I'm having with this is nobody's contacted Tina through, as far as law enforcement, when they went out to these houses, with it being considered an animal. Back in May, the dog was taken to the vet after 5 days. It was determined that the dog had heartworms. The lady that picked the dog up off the side of the road to keep it from getting run over paid, I think she said $300-something for the vet visit and everything else just to get the dog handed back to the people that neglected it. And if I'm wrong about this, the drive on that, one side being city, one side being county, but right now we're having city officers go to county side and basically telling my tenants that if they don't give up an abandoned dog that they've been taking care of, that they're going to jail. That's not right. If they live in a county, I would think it'd be a county issue, not the city's resources. Now, Tina has told me before I took over that she actually went out there and set up traps trying to catch some of these dogs, and they stole the trap. Tina's been very helpful, as much as she could be. There is one dog out there that's very vicious. And without any food and water, that makes an animal twice as bad. We really need to get something done with this. Because as a maintenance guy, trying to go out there and do work, that's not a fun feeling, trying to crawl up under your trailer, worried about a dog crawling up under there and attacking you. I do have pictures of where the dog was taken to the vet's office, had all its vaccines after it was picked up off kept for 5 days, and taken to the vet's office, got all his rabies shots and got the medication for heartworms. I have some pictures of where the dog is located at now. And he's maybe on a 5-foot chain, 6 foot at most. We never did see no water bowl, food bowls out there. Which again, they're saying that that's out of Owens County. But here we have Kennett officers going out there to take possession of a dog that the so-called owner don't even have at his house. So I'm asking for help with this. I mean, we need to do something with these animals. Because they're always running loose on the city side. But like Tina says, as soon as she comes out there, they run over the county side.
They usually are gone to the county side by the time we get out there.
Yeah.
But you can sign a complaint, correct, at any given time. And what it is one part of the family lives on the city side, the one that owned the dog originally. And his family lives on the county side.